its shining trophy tight. Inside was a scrap of journal. The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me. The Wanderer's Diary. Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice. See you there. Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them. Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching. Ember uncovered a journal entry. Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen. Yellow eyes in graying trees. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. There are memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp. Ember hurried away from the birds. The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The forest king seemed frightened. The birds' crew. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them. Ahead there would be others to help, and maybe a way to move on. Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds. A figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me? Hidden inside was the Wanderer's journal. Another face at last. A catcher of fish resting by a pond. We work together, silk and tar and aching fingers. My boat floats once more, though I almost wish to stay. The piece formed a new route. It was the same place as before, but how? An eerie scene, like a moment frozen in time. Inside was a secret diary entry. Pink, orange, red, brown, leaves gently dancing to the ground. Crunch, crackle, lovely sound, fall into a giant mound. A lost message was inside. The mist is thick. One way blurs into another. Where do I end? Where does the world begin? I cannot see far enough to tell. Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. Something beckons. This place is not home. I trace the map in my head, recite the older myths. I have to move on. Ember found a lost message. The smell of hot broth and hearty stew wafts across the swamp. By the cook's pot I meet another. They are on their own path, but we promise to meet again. Inside was a scrap of journal. In the orchard I meet the stranger from the cook's fire, a stranger no longer. Together we fill their satchel, food and memories for the road ahead. The Wanderer's Diary. An ancient throne sits empty. No one remains to guide or protect, but we do not mind. My companion shelters with me now. We cannot help those left behind. Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. We stop by the warmth of another campfire. The guardian spirit provokes us, asks what we hope to resolve. I do not understand the question. My companion is silent. Ember uncovered a journal entry. Naughty piggy, simple piggy, so easily teased with fruit. They are no help until they are fed. A few grow fat, wobbling on their trotters. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. Hands encircled around the evening fire, merry lanthorn tunes, singing out the promises of old. Will home be as we remember? Ember found a scrap of journal. The lanthorn wards off ghosts and fear. It shapes the world as we wish it. I urge my companion to rest, but still they stare into the fire. Hidden inside was the wanderer's journal. Our feet are weary, the hours long. There will be much to do when we arrive. I tell my companion of those waiting at home. They do not seem to know what to say. Inside was a secret diary entry. The satchel is almost bare, our supplies exhausted. The taste of a good meal is not easily forgotten. It had slipped my mind to thank the cook. A lost message was inside. Our music crafts our path, bridging over any we pass. My companion's hand clutches mine. We dart like fireflies through the swamp. Ember chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for a hungry piggy. Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. A memory lapse at the edge of my dreams. A time before the water, someone I wish to stay for. We must hurry home. Ember found a lost message. To see hope fade in those you care for, the harder I squeeze, the quicker it slips away. Inside was a scrap of journal. Less and less grows here. I dare not go in the caves alone. The spiders whisper. Their cobwebs glitter. I am not sure I am ready. The Wanderer's Diary. Frogs play at the feet of fallen statues. Simple, splashy, happy little hoppers. They seem content in the home they've made. Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. The earth resists my wishes. The lanthorn will not answer when I blow. I must be rid of it. I hide the wretched instrument deep in a riddle. Ember uncovered a journal entry. I dock my boat at the final harbor. Soft drips drip dripping over slick black rock. Something hisses from the dark. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. The snake is drawn to the light. They are not so fearsome after all. I think they mean no harm. Damage. Ember found a scrap of journal. In the dark, I slip and stumble, land hard upon my knee. Without thinking, I reach for an absent hand. Hidden inside was the Wanderer's journal. Alone I searched, I swallowed hesitation, and at last the doorway opened, but beyond there was nothing. I did not understand. Inside was a secret diary entry. And so it goes. We try, we fail, there is nothing more. Home is not as I wished. Hope, do not believe in false hope. A lost message was inside. The embers rush past in a blur. They must not know what awaits. Poor, foolish little embers. A few trip and falter, grasping for a reason to stop or turn around. Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. A few embers flock together. Together we linger. Together we could be a beacon, a lighthouse. Ember found a lost message. I cannot move on, but I can protect others. We would be comfortable here, happy one day.
降りるのかな？なるほど。これをこっちか。で、よいしょ。これで OK。これでそしてそのまま試しては失敗し、その先には何もない。故郷は望んでいたものではなかった。希望？偽りの希望は信じない方がいい。そういう結論になったんだ。
Time to go forward, I think. Ember found a scrap of journal. I kneel in the damp. Tiny stones pierce my knees. The mud soaks. Lost. Too tired to sleep. I will not be stone. Hidden inside was the Wanderer's journal. Damn the water, scuttle the boats. This will be our new home. We will stay in our nest forever. Ember felt pity for the skeleton, without a flower to mark their grave. Ember found the Wanderer's diary. In a forgotten clearing, I meet a stranger, but they do not respond. Motionless, their body all rock and cold. What has happened? The Wanderer's diary. No more lanthorn tunes, no more confrontation. Hazy faces put aside, none need face the end. Inside was a secret diary entry. This is the promised home. I have nothing to resolve. Close the gates. Keep all lost souls safe.
Ah. とりあえずここから先にやるか。嘘。よいしょ。こうしてこうしてよいしょ。これでまずは日記。 前に進むことはできないけど、他のみんなを守ることはできる。ここなら快適に過ごせるかもしれない。いつかは幸せに。なんか、
Hidden away was a scrap of journal. The forlorn have entered my dreams, their accusing voices inescapable. A lost message was inside. Feathers red and ashes white, embers shelter from the night. Still and safe and nestled tight, final hours of the fading light.